Hi there and welcome back to my channel, Taslima Maya Art. I hope you're all keeping well. Today I have something very different for you. I have been planning this video for quite a while now, so I'm super excited to bring this to you today, especially for all my viewers who over the last year or so have left comments on my videos saying that they felt they didn't have the confidence to draw very well or wish that they could draw like me. This will also intrigue those of you who, like me, love to combine the abstract and organic nature of fluid art with a hint of realism in a really clever but simple way. So you too can take your fluid art and acrylic pouring to the next level with ease. So I will be revealing to you a previously unseen method of embellishing your pours without actually drawing anything or needing to be good at drawing. I absolutely love bringing innovative new ideas to you through my creative videos, so if you do enjoy or find value in this video and find it useful for your own creative journey, please do hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment and share it with your friends so that my channel can get more visibility. Most of my videos take several days to plan, execute and edit, and it's a lot of work, so I appreciate all your kind support as always. This video is part 2 of a 3-part series on embellishing your pours. The first part was a few weeks ago and it's on my channel. I put the link in my description box below for you. So what you just saw was the partially sped up version of part 1, which was a pigment swipe using Colourarte pigments. And if you missed it, it's video 126 on my channel. So today I'm going to reveal an amazing new embellishment technique for fluid acrylics that anyone can do. And this is what I've created so far with it. These are just some examples of my creations using this technique. So with this technique we're looking at taking an abstract pour that you've created, even a failed pour, and then embellishing it in a way where you can have portraits or pictures of your loved ones, pets or any other subject superimposed or layered over your original pour to create that added dimension and interest to totally transform it and give it the wow factor. So you can effectively take any outline you want and lay it over rather than actually drawing it on by hand, though in part 3 I will be showing you how to do that too. So what I've used here is a combination of royalty-free images and images I've downloaded and paid the license fee for, but you can use any photographs or image that you've created yourself that you have the right to use. And there's so many different ways of experimenting with this and creating new and intriguing compositions. This overlay method that I'm going to reveal to you is perfect for any of you who do not know how to draw very well, with simple outlines and shading. So you've seen me use this embellishment technique over crackle paste, swipes, blooms, flower dips, and this one is a chain pull. In fact, you can embellish over any type of acrylic pour technique. The sky really is a limit to the possibilities, combinations and your imagination. And here you can see an image of a woman with beautiful hair with butterflies around her on a ring pour, and you can see her bring that added dimension to this very basic ring pour in the background, and it looks lovely on all sorts of different pours, some which you may not like. It just adds that mystique to it. And no, it's not a digital image placed over another digital image of your pour, though that can also be done if you have the digital know-how. This is a completely different technique and really easy for beginners. So you're wondering how I did this. Well, I'm about to reveal all to you, so I will describe it step by step and show you exactly how to do this. So no dilly-dallying, we're going to move on now and let's go ahead and get started. You will need to search online for royalty and copyright free vector images or images like from colouring books, which are free to use. Now there's lots of websites like Shutterstock, Vecteezy, Freepik, Unsplash and Vectorstock and many other websites which you can use. Pixabay is another one when you type in free images on Google, and you can go into any one of these sites and you can start searching for the images that you want. And you want something that's very simple, preferably black and white depending on what colours your background pour are, and you will need to download these. Now you can also purchase images, and when you purchase images you'll be able to use them freely and you'll have the license to use them for your own artwork. The next thing you'll need is this overhead projector transparency film, which you can get on Amazon, and I've just put the brand I used up there. And this is printable, so you can put it in your inkjet printer and you can print your image onto it, which I'm doing here. You just have to ensure the dimensions of the image you're printing fit to the transparency film. And that was pretty straightforward from a computer, just printing out that image I downloaded. And here it is. And now I'll show you the next stage. So we have a couple of things here. We have some paintings that I did previously, and you can see these on my channel. I'll put the links down in the description box below. But this is one painting I did, which was a spiral flower dip. And also I have this one, which my children did with me on another video. It's really, really stunning. I love the subtlety of this in a pink background, kind of like pink background, or dusky pink, I think. So there's this one. So I really like this one, and I was going to do something different to it, just to show you what you can do with some of your failed pours. Now, there is a technique I'm going to reveal to you today, which is amazing if you want to save a failed pour or give an added dimension to one of your paintings. And if you're somebody who doesn't know how to draw very well, you're not a traditional artist in the sense that you don't do drawings or pen or ink drawings very well, this is a really good way of getting around that and still having something very amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what I have here. This is a deep box frame, 15 by 15 centimeters, and I get these in the UK from the Works. That was £4, and this one I think was £6. It's a 20 by 20 centimeter deep box frame. There's a piece of glass in here. I'm just going to take off the back, and I'm going to remove the paper in there as well. So let's just get this little bit fiddly, get that out, get the paper out, and pop that over there. Put this bit back in, and I want to show you how I'm going to make an amazing painting. Okay, so what I've done is, let's move the Mod Podge over there. For some of this is great for overlay. Okay, so I'm going to be using this, and you can put it into your normal printer, inkjet printer, and what you do is, it's like acetate, like with the overhead projectors, you simply print straight onto this. Okay, and there's two sides, you've got to print onto the one particular sticky side. So I get that, and I printed out some royalty-free images. Okay, so make sure they're royalty-free and you're getting them, or you're purchasing the license to them. And yeah, so some examples might be this. This is one that was printed, and this was a test piece I was doing. And what you can do with this, once you've printed it, is actually overlay it onto your painting, as so. And you can then either glue it on, tape it on, wrap it around, and staple it around the back, wherever way you want to do it. And you can pop it into a frame. So I'm going to do one for you right now. And we are deciding to use probably this canvas. And I've made a printout of an image I really like, and I'll show you that here. Here's a printout, I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to pop it on here to begin with and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, she looks amazing with that background, and the subtleties of the colours in the background, the reds, whites and pinks, and the green leaves on the corners. I think it looks amazing. So instead of using this one which my children poured, I'm going to probably use this. So I'm going to line this now the best way, I think, in terms of composition. So there's a lot of red around the edges, so I'm going to try and centralise her on there. So most of the colours, or most of the pattern on the acetate or on this printable overlay paper overlaps with what's happening in the background, with the pour. And I'm going to probably position her either here, or I could just do it there, I guess, if it's quite well there as well. Let's try that again. And then we can just decide where she's going. Nope, doesn't look right there. Nope, so definitely I think this one is probably the best one, I think. So I'm going to align her now. What I'm going to do is mark off around the canvas, okay, just a bit over, and I'm going to cut this, I call it acetate out, okay. I'm going to cut it out, then I'm going to place the whole thing into my box canvas. I will come back to do that. So I'm just going to get some scissors, a metal rule, draw a line across the bottom here near the canvas, and then cut that out. So I'll be right back. Here we go, put that on, and we're just going to cut it up now. Or you can just use a craft knife if you want to, it's quicker, or a guillotine, and then just cut the straight lines all around. Right, so what we have here is this. Okay, just gonna get the edges off. And then what I'm going to do is take my painting and I'm going to place it over the top for where I think it needs to go. Perfect. So I'll get my probably need to clean that off a little bit as well because there's a lot of dust around that. And then plan is now I'm going to have to secure this because there's a gap around the edges. I'm probably going to have to secure or put some tack or something on the back so that when I put this board back on, we'll do that in a minute. I just want to show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to temporarily do that, and then when we lift it up and turn it around, what you see is this. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. What do you guys think? Minimal effort, maximum results. And you can do this for any field pour, and we can also fix it, the overlay onto the canvas using Mod Podge. So brushing some Mod Podge onto the canvas first, and then pushing down the overlay onto it is another way. We can just fix it onto the canvas. So if you wanted to remove the glass, it would still look really awesome. So this is how she looks. Isn't that fantastic? And I'm going to be doing quite a few more of these, and hopefully, you know, with some of my pours that are not that interesting, it'll be something really cool to do. So now I'm going to fix it on properly and then put the back on securely. So now for the big reveal, push them all down. Let's turn it around. Wow, look at that. And that's how she looks. Really quick and simple. And a brilliant way to save some of your pours that you're not that excited about. Is laying the transparency film over your paintings. And I think that looks so pretty. What do you guys think? I hope this video was useful. And if you do like it or find it valuable, please do hit the like, share and subscribe and leave me a comment. It's always wonderful to hear off you. And I'm really pleased with how that's turned out, and I'll be doing many more of these for sure. And if you do one after watching this video, please do put my channel link into your description box or mention me in your video. It's just nice to give the love back when we get inspired by other people. So thank you very much for that.
Nothing ever felt as good or as easy as when we were young. Though I felt misunderstood, it was a pleasure running away with you. We were...
Welcome back everybody. So here I'm going to start doing the cutting. So I've got my overlay which I've printed on, okay, and I'm just going to place it on my cutting mat and align it. Get my metal rule. I'm going to just cut straight down where the bottom of that image is with my knife. Okay, so just double check it's all aligned correctly, so it's at a 90-degree angle. Hi darling. Okay love, I'm just... Okay, I need to hold on tight to it obviously, and then cut. Maybe twice. There we go. Hopefully this piece should fall off. If I've done that correctly. There we go. We've got that piece off. And we've got a straight line. I will do the exact same. So we're going to place it on this. I've decided the angle I want it at. Okay, so I want to have them be quite conscious of how I want it to look. So I really like that position. But I'll probably fiddle around with it and see which position suits me the best for this image. Looks quite nice as well. Quite a lot of it is in green. I do like if it is half and half though, which I think this position is the best. So I'm going to cut this out now, so I just need to do the other half. So I'll pop it back down onto here. And I'm going to cut the other side. So I'll be right back when I've done all 4 sides. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I position this inside my glass frame. I'm going to put a tiny bit of tape now when it's right in the middle. So I'm just making sure it's overlapping top and bottom. And I put a tiny bit of tape right at the top there. And that way it's not likely to move. See, it's in position now. Okay, so now it's in position. I'm going to get my canvas. Now I'm going to try and remember which way round it had to go in. I'm going to pull the push pins out, obviously. I'm just going to take all the tape off. Once I've got all that off, I'll pretend I've done that. We'll pop this in. Right, see, I'm going to have a look at that now. So to make sure that, so I might need to take both ends down. We're going to have a look at it the other side, so we can see that actually it works really, really good. I don't know if you can see that without the glare on it. That's brilliant. So we'll then keep that position there, and we can wedge some card in both sides to keep it still. Okay, and then we finally get this piece and pop that down in there as well, give it some space, and then we get the so we get the back plate now. We're going to pop this right into here, and we've got that, and we'll pop that in there. And so we just pop this down in 2 parts just to see what it looks like. We turn it around, and there's our image, and you can see how wonderful that looks. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so you don't need to do any drawing for this, although you can actually sketch anything out in any of your paws in a similar way. I'm just going to quickly show you some other examples. So I've got this one, which my daughter actually started. She decided against finishing it with the different techniques, and it's got crackle paste around the edge, and it's quite shiny, it's quite pretty. And that was a paw that went wrong, and I'm just going to be placing this one over the top. Look how amazing that looks. She looks great. And you have to find royalty-free images online, or you need to purchase a license to be able to use it if you're planning on selling. These I'll probably keep and put them up in my daughter's room, so I'm not going to be selling them. But this is a really nice technique to do. You can see I've done one with just hand-painted, but I can do something better, which I will show you in a minute, how I'll do something completely different as an add-on to this. And this is another one. Okay, she looks amazing. I'm going to be hand drawing some images similar like this on some of my other paws as well, my cloud paws. So that's pretty much how I do it. I'll show you a close-up and a flyover of all of them when they're finished, and that'll be done for this video. But pretty much this is a really cool technique that I think will help a lot of people out there who are not very confident with drawing, to find reference photographs of their loved ones, images of their loved ones. I mean, you can do this digitally as well. You know, we could take a photograph of your artwork, which is another video that's coming out from me in the future, is how I would do this digitally. So you would actually sketch over your paw once you've taken a photograph of your paw and uploaded it on a device, and then sketch over it with a digital pen, like using Photoshop or some other software to do that. But I'll show you how I do that as well. So I hope this has really helped some of you. I hope you enjoy maybe having a go, and if you do, please do reference this video or link it in or tag me on social media, just so I know that I helped inspire you to do some great things with your failed paws or paws that you didn't like that much. Bye for now. Oh, and very quickly, I forgot to show you this one. Look at that one. This was the chain pull. I'm going to be adding this image, so that's another one. Hope you like that. So that's it this week, my friends. The secret's out. So this is how I embellish some of my paws, and a really cool technique I found to help elevate those paws that you're not that fussed about. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and share it with your friends. Do stay on till the end, because up after me will be the wonderful Venom Fluid Art on the Fluid Art Express, so don't miss him and stay tuned. Hopefully see you on a live chat over there. Bye for now.